Yo. September 9th, 2021, Halfcast 125, episode 125. Let's go. I got a few things to share with y'all this Thursday evening. Turn this down a little bit, man. Yeah. Yes. My dude got a kick out of this. He told me yesterday because I'm at work. And yesterday I go into the bathroom, I go into the restroom, and I see like all four containers of the hand soap are all like they're all watered down. I don't know if this was an act of terrorism. I don't know if it was somebody that low-key listens to the show and just did that to fuck with me. For me personally, I think it's somebody that just got their ass whooped way too many times as a child for using too much soap or for doing something like it. I don't know. I really don't know. Didn't scrape that last corner of jelly out the damn jar. Not eating the ends of the bread. Putting water in the cereal. These are the type of kids that they were the safety patrol. They were the safety patrol when we were in school. These are the kids that the teacher would have to calm them down if they didn't get a chance to clap the erasers and wash down the chalkboard at the end of the class. They want to be the line leaders. Yeah, these are the guys. These are the kids that I don't know, that tell if you pass that piece of candy across to your friend in class. They grow up to be the people that puts the water in the fucking soap at work. I work at a filthy job where the only peace that you have is that during the day you get a chance to go in the restroom and wash your hands. And when you go in the soft soap is like orange. And when you go to look at it, you know somebody been tampering with it because it's fucking pink. Who's doing that? I would love to know. Somebody in that facility needs help. And I think it's my calling to find out and talk to these people to find out who's doing this. We had Gojo, and if you know what Gojo is the rough soap that really gets in there and get the grease out of your hands. If you hit it right, you get under your nails and everything. Somebody a while back put water in the Gojo. I think we're dealing with a cereal waterist. Yeah, I think it's a cereal. It's some type of cereal. It's this behavior. I gotta check my psychology book and see what type of behavior. It's definitely Freud. It's definitely from Freud. Somebody who was either denied hygienic products as a child. I hope not. Or they were given too much and they feel like they have to have a control over the soap at all times. They're rationing out. And I also and I went and I showed my dude. I was like, "Yo, come here, look at this." And I went to the storage closet and I was like, "Look, it's all new brand. It's brand new bottles of brand new hand soap, like 20, 30 of them. Who's doing this?" Who's doing this? Who thinks that's I would just love to know, how are you helping the company? But I got a few stories for y'all because that is it's puzzling. It's just it was funny at first. Now it's getting to the point where it's disturbing. That's only if I find out that if somebody actually has that in their head. It's like everybody hates Chris when the father was is like Turn that clock off. You can't tell time when you sleep. Just at home, this behavior is, you got it. It's okay. But you're in a whole company where you're trying to shave the soap. You're stretching the hand soap. And it's a goddamn pandemic. We should be treating the soap like gold, not watering it down, please. Oh my God. What's up? Who's batting first? This shit was funny. It was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Man. It's a McDonald's customer dies in freak drive-through accident. And this is wild because it says a man was pinned down. It said a man was killed. How you get killed in the drive-through? We haven't had a tragedy like this happen since the McRib was in town. A man was killed when he was pinned down by his own car while going through a McDonald's drive-through on Wednesday morning. What? What the fuck happened here? The man was paying for his order when he dropped his bank card at around 5:30 a.m. Those hash browns will have you going through it. Yeah, at the Vancouver restaurant. Surveillance footage showed the driver reaching to pick up the item when the vehicle rolled forward. You didn't put it in park? What? Colliding into a structural piece of the drive-through, the Vancouver Police Department said in a statement released later that Thursday. You're supposed to hit the parking brake or something. The driver was unable to free himself from the vehicle as he was pinned down between the vehicle door and the frame. Whoa, this is some Final Destination shit. I mean, officers were called by Vancouver Fire Rescue Services to the McDonald's on Main and Terminal Streets to assign with the single car collision. However, the man reportedly died at the scene. Members of his family and restaurant staff witnessed his death. Wow, now look at that. Like, efforts were made by first responders to revive the man, but tragically he died on the scene. The VPD's Collision Investigation Unit and BC Coroner Services are now investigating. What was the investigate? Like, the brawl occurred in August, and man, this has nothing to do with the story. Like, yeah, come on, stop sneaking those in there. I don't like that. I'm already riled up over this soap shit. Tripping, man. Like, yeah, what are you doing? What are you getting out of that? Like, what are you doing? You're half, and it's not even half and half. It's like 80-20. It's like 80-20. It's like, yo, the time to refill it is way past that mark if you're gonna do it. God damn. Stop that, man. Whoever is doing that needs to stop it. It's a whole closet full of this shit. Like, yeah, the company pays for that. The one thing the company pays for, you're watering it down. Georgia grand jury declines to indict 15-year-old who had enough of his father abusing his mother and opened fire with the rifle. Wow. Holy smokes. Yeah, as somebody who went through that at that age, I was a little bit older when I went through a situation similar to that. I'm not going to get into full details, but I just didn't have a rifle. Yeah, I just didn't have a rifle. I was in a situation similar to that. And he actually killed this dude, a 15-year-old from Columbia County, Georgia. So I do understand what was going through his head at that time. Yeah, a 15-year-old from Columbia County, Georgia, Columbia County in Georgia, will not be indicted with murder for shooting his abusive father in the head and killing him. A grand jury decided on Wednesday. We don't need his name. You'll find the article. He did not dispute that he shot 66-year-old father in the head with a .22 caliber rifle back in October 2020. The younger man said that the reason he did it was that he had enough of his father abusing his mother. And I'm telling you, these men, they find these women and think that, I don't know, they're just domineering, and Assholes. They're assholes. I mean, Wesley Gales, well, I'll say the name, his history of domestic violence and abuse, and the police does nothing. Like, yo, so what do you have to wait until somebody gets really, really, really hurt to the point where, like, yeah, like you do nothing. For instance, there was a reported incident where Wesley Gales allegedly threatened to shoot his son in the head and kicked his ex-wife in the groin. There, he kicked her in the pussy. It's not funny. It's not funny. That's the shit that got him shot, though. We starting to understand. Now the picture is coming into fruition. Man, the Augusta Chronicle put it as recently as May 2020, and just months before he was shot, Wesley Gales pleaded guilty to domestic abuse and child cruelty charges. Why do you want to beat on these kids and beating on your wife? If I ever was in a situation where I felt like I had to do that, like I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta go. Yeah, I'm leaving. We'll work. I'll get some help or something. Yeah. Although Tucker Gales was initially charged as an adult with murder, friends and supporters started a GoFundMe after the October 2020 shooting, saying that Tucker took action and shot his father, who was abusing him and his mother. So why would you were going to charge him with murder when these situations only escalate? Like, they really only escalate. And this man wasn't going to stop until either he got locked up or either somebody killed him, which happened. Apparently, these men don't. These guys don't stop. It only escalates. The more they get away from, the more they get away with, the more they want to do it. And like, yeah, and that whole I'm the head of the house, I'm the king of the house, and that whole bullshit, like that shit don't fly. You hear beating on people. I mean, like, yeah, the police visited the home multiple times since 2011. No action was taken to remove this family from the danger in the home. 2011. We talking about the shooting happened in 2020. So they had to live with this for a whole nother 9 years. How long was somebody supposed to wait until you waiting for you to step in? Now, somebody really had to take matters into their own hands. Thank you, legal system. He pleaded for help on multiple occasions, and the system failed him. And Emily Martinez, the organizer of the GoFundMe campaign, it's a sad day because this child had to take matters into his own hands and defend and protect him and his mom. Yes. Man, and shit like that. You don't know, he might not be able to get a job for that for years to come. No matter how much an employer might admire what he did, he might get respect for it, like low key, but in a professional setting, you don't know. He might be screwed from getting a job for a while for that, man, just for having that on his record. For a 15-year-old boy, that situation seems hopeless, and he felt that he had to take matters into his own hands, and our hearts are breaking for him. Hence, he said, in the end, a grand jury agreed that the just course of action in this case was no true bill. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I'm figuring they said like it's a huge gray area there. Columbia County District Attorney Bobby Christine, who resigned in February as U.S. Attorney less than a month after being appointed by then President Donald Trump in the aftermath of the 2020 election. I just felt like saying that. Reported that the Columbia County Grand Jury's decision represented the combined wisdom of our community. Yeah, you can't throw that kid in jail for that. And yeah, come on, stop that. Let him cook. He stepped in and did what you guys would not do. Y'all sit back there and that man beat on that woman for what, 9? What was that, a whole 9 years? Our hands are tied. Our hands are tied. Fuck that. Here we go. Where's my non-alcoholic beverage? And I promise you, it's not half water. Fuck, yo, I want to know what type. I swear, and I know myself, when I find out, because I'm going to catch who's doing it. When I find out who's watering down that soap, I'm going to laugh so hard. They might call HR on me. They might call HR on me because I'm going to clown them. Ooh! I'm going to clown them. Woo! Chicago woman running late for flight, arrested after giving fake tip about bombing luggage. Yo, motherfuckers is playing, man. Like, yo, with with uh with next to no time. Stop playing with me. With next to no time before her flight's takeoff, a Chicago woman worried about her son missing school the following day told airport authorities in Florida her luggage already on the plane had a bomb inside. She gave a fuck about. Yeah, they give a fuck about kid missing school. One day his school just started. You tripping, lady, baby? I mean, with next to no time before her flight's takeoff, a woman worried about her son missing school the following day told airport. Now, if she said it was a soccer game or it was some type of event or if he was like having a recital or something, I don't know. Like, it's one day of school, baby. You're gonna miss it. Yeah. Are you sitting in school with him? Told airport authorities in Florida her luggage already on the plane had a bomb inside. What did you thought that was going to do? Marina Verbitsky flew into a tantrum upon learning that he and her family would not be allowed to board their flight departing from Florida's Fort Lauderdale. You know what they will also stop you for at the TSA? If you have like a watery substance that they can't quite tell what. Okay, that's enough. Marina Verbitsky flew into a tantrum upon learning she and her family would not be allowed to board their flight departing from Florida's Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport on Monday night. JetBlue explained to her that she and her family were too late, given the plane was already taxiing on a runway. Yeah, you late. Like, yeah. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, the 46-year-old mother immediately started to berate the airline staff. Yo, staff takes it. Yo, and I heard they get paid, man. They really get paid. But I don't know, maybe 10 years ago it would have been worth it. But now, like, yo, come on, yo. They take it. I know it's always been assholes on airplanes. You're not gonna stop that. But lately, they just been going all out. Like, yeah, hurling profanities and insults in their direction. Upon learning all of her family's luggage was already checked on the departing aircraft, she became even angrier and alleged she stashed a bomb inside one of the suitcases. What the fuck? What idea? Her bogus threat forced the plane to reroute so the Broward County Sheriff's Office Threat Management Unit could complete a search and ensure its safety. And you know they were mad as hell because they know they probably knew good and goddamn well this lady don't have a bomb. Like, yeah, but we still got to shut it down anyway. All passengers were evacuated. Oh, the passengers that got to be placed. And she like, yo, if I'm going to be late, ain't nobody. Hey, if I can't eat, nobody else can't eat. After a thorough inspection, authorities confirmed there were no explosives on the plane. And the whole time they were cursing, this dizzy late bitch got us bomb sweeping this plane. We all know it's no bomb on the plane. Verbitsky was arrested almost immediately after the incident, according to a statement on Tuesday from the Broward County Sheriff's Office. She's facing a charge of false reporting concerning planning a bomb, explosive, or weapon of mass destruction. Wow. A judge ordered that she undergo a mental health because you gotta be bugging. And her bail was set at $10,000, which she posted on Thursday. Wow. She embarrassed her family. It was a mistake. A relative of Verbitsky who requested not to be named. So the Sun-Times, she was nervous about the son needing to go to school. It was a mess, but it was definitely not meant to be. It was meant to be. What are you scared? It's one fucking day. And school just started. What are you doing? You're wild. Yeah. It's one day. Shoot, how many people you know when you were going to school that they would miss like they wouldn't even go to school like the first 2 days, 3 days, wait till their parents get paid to get that pair of sneakers before they go to school, wait till their parents get paid so they could go, they get their school supplies and stuff for the first like 2-3 days. They running a little bit late. It ain't that serious, baby. Not bomb threat serious. That's ridiculous. Mom running late. Woo. I don't want to do that one. Not yet. Yeah, Minnesota man pleads guilty to threatening to put member of Congress in a wheelchair. Now, when the hell, maybe I was too young to pay attention to politics, but since when has anyone ever been able to like threaten somebody like that? Said they go put him in a wheelchair. Like, why? Why? Like, people just been real bold, just issuing threats. You storming the Capitol. People was odd when they threw that shoe at George Bush. People was like, oh shit, like, yo, you could really do that? I mean, like, yeah, apparently you can. Nah, that happened overseas. Them people overseas was like, yeah, you president of the United States. You ain't president over here. Jason Robert Burham Karimi, Minnesota man, pleaded guilty to threatening to him so much pain on a U.S. I think Clubber Lang. It's giving Clubber Lang to threaten to invoke so much pain on a U.S. representative from California that the member of Congress would be unable to walk. Why? What did he do? Or she? Karimi, 32, was arrested in January shortly after he made the threatening phone call and claimed the voicemail was meant to cause political pain, not physical pain. Now you get locked up. Now you want to back. Nah. No. You said what you said, and you stand by what you said. You want to call like a government official, right? Facing potentially years in prison. Karimi changed his plea from not guilty to guilty. Because you don't want to. I swear they probably was offering like a good 10 years for threatening. Yeah, on Thursday, terroristic threats. What if you a civilian that gets you about 3 years? So this is a government official, so they probably was trying to throw him like a good 10. Yeah, facing official, so they probably was trying to throw him like a good 10. Yeah, facing potentially, and is set to be sentenced at a later date for the charge of interstate communication of a threat against a U.S. representative. I want to see what they offered them, what they were facing them if you take it to trial. The 32-year-old's voicemail to the unnamed member of Congress told them to be as scared as possible, terrified, shitting your pants. We're coming for you. They're dashing this out, but you know what they were saying. We're coming for you. We're going to fuck you up, and we're going to cause you pain in every way possible. Karimi said in the voicemail, that doesn't sound like he meant political in a political way at all. At all. You must have had a public defender that told you to say it was just political. Like, yeah, your house being vandalized, that was quite unfortunate, but it wasn't far enough, so we're going to end all political power you have. Make it so you can't even walk in anything but a wheelchair. He was just on the other side of that phone. His friends was probably quiet as hell. Just, go for it, yeah. They were probably cheering him on and everything, was gassing him up. But they made sure that they made the call on his phone. Yeah. The voicemail left on January 11th came days after the Capitol riot that sent members of Congress into hiding. It also occurred about a week after Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's California home was vandalized. Pelosi's office has not confirmed or denied whether she was the recipient of the call. California has 53 congressional representatives with about 27 counties. Is that what yeah. The voicemail was brought to the attention of the U.S. Capitol Police and the FBI because if New Jersey has 22 counties, that's crazy how California is divided. I think California got how California got 22 counties. California got 27 counties and New Jersey has 21. And I think New Jersey gotta be at least half the size of California? I don't know. it's more densely Jersey is more densely populated. I don't know how they do the representatives, how they divvy it up, which I should know, which is like also third grade social studies. The voicemail was brought to the attention of the U.S. Capitol Police and the FBI. Alphabet boys, baby. It's over now. Who arranged to meet with Karimi. Yeah, they didn't even say they did an investigation. They didn't even say they were looking for him. They just like, hey, come here, sit down. They did him like a young boy. Like, yo, come here. What is this, man? What are you talking about? Like, yeah, when FBI Special Agent Daniel Jeffries contacted Karimi by phone and asked if he knew why the FBI wanted to speak with him, Karimi asked, is it about the voicemails? Can you hear his motherfucking voice? Oh, his voice. He was probably a deep bass. He was a bass when he was issuing those threats. But I'm pretty sure he was a high soprano when he answered that call from the FBI. He said he works as an activist for the marijuana industry, working mostly in Iowa, but with goals to lobby the U.S. government. After leaving the voicemail, Karimi told Jeffries he realized he made a mistake and called his friend to say he fucked up. Court records allege Karimi was afraid the Secret Service was coming to get him. They were. They fucking idiot, man. What's wrong with these people? You know what? You need to get him, the guy at my job that's fucking with the soap, get them all on three-way and just straighten them right on out. Although the voicemail contained threats of violence, Karimi told the FBI agent that he wasn't intending to cause the representative physical harm. He said, I mean, you can't say you were. I mean, you can't. First, okay, let's put it like this. You shouldn't have said a goddamn thing in the first place. I mean, you can contact your representative, write a letter. You can do stuff like that, but you want to issue like, that's not going to make anybody listen to you. Political threatening. Although the voicemail contained threats of violence, Karimi told the FBI agent that he wasn't intending to cause the representative physical harm. He said he uses political threatening as a tactic of getting people's attention. That is a shitty tactic, sir. And eliciting a response. Before leaving the voicemail on the representative office phone, Karimi said he told the lawyer he would rip out his son's guts and feed it to his lawyer's son. What? What he said? Yo, this guy, yeah, he must have been smart. He's an activist for the marijuana industry. He's also probably a pot enthusiast, which means he could have been a little zooted. He could have been a little zooted when he made the call. And you get the call after you sober up, after you done talked all that shit from an FBI agent. After you done came down and you done went to sleep and you wake up, the FBI agent is calling you. It's about the voicemail. Shit. I fucked up. Before leaving the voicemail, he told Karimi said he told the lawyer he would rip out his son's guts and feed it to the lawyer's son. Wow. Karimi is far from the first person to threaten a member of Congress, of course, but this is by far the most hilarious. This is the most hilarious. And if you don't scare if the representative isn't actually scared, but just taking it as like you got to assess all threats, just like the lady with the bomb threat on the plane from the last story, then if anything else, you're doing this because you want to see, you're just getting laughs out of this shit. If you're anything like me, you would be in stitches listening to the FBI agent punk this dude over the phone. Also directed threats at Harris's family, and the congressman said at Thursday's sentencing hearing that while he expected threats, going after his family was particularly wrong. Yeah. And you not even, and you sit here now, you backpedaling saying you don't even mean it. Like, these people, like, bruh, you'll get time for messing with a postal worker, right? You'll do prison time behind a postal worker. What makes you think that what's going to happen to you if you mess with somebody that's a Speaker of the House or a representative in Congress? Yo, if you harass a postal worker, you're getting time. So think, man. Matter of fact, don't think. This makes for good podcasting because this shit is fucking hilarious. Got my face hurting. Yes, man. Excuse me, sonny. Get rid of that. Mom was late. Who is this? Oh yeah, this is fucking crazy. California moves to outlaw stealthing or secretly removing condoms during sex. And I laugh because why they call it stealthing? And why does it have to be called stealthing? And first of all, if you don't remove the condom during sex, how are you going to know if she really loves you? Please don't do that. Please don't do that. California is poised to become the first state to outlaw stealthing, the act of secretly removing a condom during sex following. And this just sounds weird. Secretly removing sex, like she's not going to know the second that you take it off. Like it's like you're not going to feel the fucking difference. California is poised to become the first state to outlaw stealthing, the act of secretly. You will never hear me if you, I swear to God, if any of you use this term before you're about to get intimate with a lady, or ladies, if you if you tell a gentleman, yo, don't try to stealth me, I think that would be, yeah, that might be curtain. That might, don't try to stealth me. What are you stealthing me? No. The act of secretly removing a condom during sex following bipartisan support in the legislature this week. The bill sent to Governor Gavin Newsom on Tuesday seeks to amend the civil code to allow victims to sue perpetrators for sexual battery. The proposed law would not change the criminal code. Because if you pull that condom off and you get a girl pregnant, or if you pull that condom off and somehow an STD is transmitted between either she gives something to you or you get, oh yeah. So that should not, hold on. Because I was looking at this just from a male point of view. But some girls, they pull the condom off too. They'll pull it off for you. Or they know how to do something with the squishy where the squishy pulls it off. Yeah. Hold up. Let's look at this from both sides as a non-biased. Some analysts believe the practice could already be considered a misdemeanor sexual battery that could lead to jail time. It's highly irresponsible. I would say it's very irresponsible. It all depends on how, like, if I'm a male, how do I feel if a woman would remove my condom during a sex act, and how do you feel after that? Like, yeah, or you accidentally get pregnant because of stealthing. If you accidentally get pregnant, or if a STD is transmitted or something like that, yeah, I could see where somebody would want to file like some type of criminal complaint. But that could lead to jail time. But such cases are rarely prosecuted as they are difficult to prove and are not explicitly referenced in the criminal code. The bill introduced by Assemblywoman Christina Garcia would remove any ambiguity in civil law and ensure victims can seek damages. Yeah, if you get me pregnant and I got like a banging ass job and I gotta go on leave and I lose my spot, oh my God. Yeah, that's all I would think. Like, yeah, it makes it clear that stealthing or removing a condom without permission isn't just immoral. I agree it is. It's really, yeah, it's weird, but it's illegal, Garcia said in a tweet celebrating the passage of her bill. Damn. Said it isn't no drunk driving. Holy shit. The Democratic lawmaker has been calling for legislation on stealthing since a shocking study about the practice came out in 2017. The Yale University study found that stealthing incidents had become increasingly common against women and gay men, and that perpetrators were using online forums to encourage the behavior and provide advice on how to successfully trick a partner and remove a condom during intercourse. What the fuck is wrong with these people, man? How is that like? What? First off, with your weird ass, if somebody likes you enough to decide to lay down with you, and that's what you do, that's what you do. You sneak the condom. You try to pull the condom like, hold up. Like they don't like, like it don't sound like a surgeon, like a rubber glove smacking the surgeon's hands when you're pulling it off. And and you pull, come on. The woman knows, and just like a man knows when the condom is off, a woman knows also, especially if you're wearing one, if you have been wearing one. Participants of stuff, this is very dangerous because somebody, like not even like pregnancy is horrible, but I'm thinking about, like, why are you pulling the condom off? What are you trying to like, it might be some weirdo out there trying to catch a body count, STDs and shit. That would, Participants of such forums offer a variety of motivations for non-consensual condom removal. This is weird. This is a turn off. Just for me, like I would be turned off just from somebody like, why are you pushing that so much? I mean, what is your motivation behind us just not having especially if we just having like one night, if we don't really deal with each other like that, and oh man, I would be terrified. Ranging from increased sexual pleasure to the belief that men should never be denied that right. According now, that sounds rapey. That sounds rapey. Men should never be denied that right. That sounds very, very. That might go beyond sexual. That might go beyond sexual battery. What? I'm not reading that. Besides violating their victims' dignity and autonomy, stealthers expose them to sexually transmitted diseases and the risk of unwanted pregnancies. Stealthing victims also compare the experience to rape. Yes, it is. But they struggle to find a legal recourse to go after perpetrators because it's hard to because it was consensual. Like, it was consensual. Now, say what happens if the condom slips off, but they just don't pull it off. Like, I don't know. Like, why were you wearing a Magnum? You didn't like. It's disgusting. That's why I had to do this story late in the show. I couldn't leave with this. It's disgusting that there are online communities that defend and encourage stealthing and give advice on how to get away with removing a condom without consent of their partner. But there is nothing in law that makes it clear and that this is a crime, because it's so fucking weird that the law never knew that somebody out there would be like, oh, really? Like, we trying to this is horrible, man. Please don't do this to anyone. I don't care how much you like a woman, how much you like a man. If y'all decide, if y'all get in the middle of whatever y'all doing and it gets that hot, let removing the condom be both y'all decision. You know what I mean? And the decision that's not made when you're under the influence. Give it 20 minutes and type up a draft of a contract and have both of you sign it. No. Which it sounds like that's what it's coming to. It really sounds like that's what it's coming to. Jesus. I mean, like, what do we have here? What's next? This is my last story. The theft. Oh, yeah, the theft was fatal. Employee used 189 credit card refunds to embezzle nearly $200,000. Damn. If there's a scam out there to be had, scams are out there, man. Like, there is no such thing as a victimless crime. The trusted controller of a family-run Pennsylvania packaging firm has been sentenced. A controller and a comptroller is the same person. a person who is in charge of taking care of the books, taking care not necessarily payroll, but the overall funds of the company. It can include payroll, but it doesn't stop at payroll. The trusted controller of a family-run Pennsylvania packaging firm has been sentenced to 2 years in prison for stealing nearly $200,000 from the company's coffers, sending it into bankruptcy. Damn. And all its workers to the unemployment line. Victor Mazur, 54, Pittsburgh, had worked for the Gateway Packaging Corp from 2012 to 2017, during which he secretly pocketed $195,000 of company funds. Damn. What Victoria Mazur did is unforgivable. I thought I would retire from Gateway Packaging. Instead, at 55 years old, I had to start with the new company. Now that is scary. That is very scary. Longtime employee Lisa Capozzi writing in a victim's impact statement. She managed to make off with the cash by issuing herself and her husband 189 different credit card refunds over the years, which she steered into her bank account. This is sneaky. Prosecutors said Mazur then provided the company's owners with false financial statements to conceal her crime, according to court documents. Damn. Prosecutors said the fraud was so extensive that it forced the export pen company out of business, resulting in a loss of jobs for 25 people. Yo, she bled that company dry. For a small company, the theft was fatal. Yeah. Lee Carl, assistant U.S. attorney for the Western, but that money isn't like insured, or is it like you let her? Is it more like a thing? Well, you let her in there. Well, it was supposed to be taken care of in-house, and be it that it's not a federal thing. That what the hell? How do you? You can't get that money back. What Victor? Yeah, and I was lucky. Damn, Mazur's attorney didn't immediately return a message seeking comment. What comment are you gonna make? Yeah. Prosecutors said Mazur had a prior conviction for embezzlement and additional arrest for writing bad checks. Why did you put her in charge of taking care of the company's lifeblood, a small company's money? And she bled it all, and you just left her alone with the company's checkbook, with the company's accounts. And yeah, when she already had a charge for that, even if she caught that charge before you hired her or after, yeah, you don't take nobody in. God damn. Anne Marie Getty, the wife of Gateway's general manager, Scott Getty, wrote that the family made a mistake in trusting Mazur. I'll say you did. Yeah, I'll say you did. Fuck, man. It wasn't a one-time theft or lie. It was years of seeing how much she could do and get to be a confidant to my husband and then turn around and still show she has no remorse. She doesn't. Mazur was also ordered to pay $195,000 in restitution. But that money is going to go, where does that money go? Does it go to some of the employees, or does it go to the company? Or like where $195,000 split up between the company and 25 people that lost their jobs really isn't shit. Know what I mean? Especially for people who put mad time in. Like, yeah, even if she was working there and she caught an embezzlement charge for something else, that means you got to go. Like, know what I mean? Before you set your sights on, wow. That being said, so let's recap. All right? So let's recap. So, and I'm running long. I really don't like to run long. 44 minutes. So let's recap. Stop putting water fucking soap like we living in the dark ages. Nah. You put water in the toothpaste tube, you fucking barbaric son of a bitch, whoever it is. But yeah, don't pull the condom off. Don't stealth these women, and don't stealth these men. Watch out who's holding your goddamn money. That's it. And don't put your hands on nobody's kids if you ain't willing to get clapped for it. Yeah. Yo, if you fucks with the show, YouTube, like and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, link in bio. My webpage is beautiful. It's interactive. You can you got your choice to either watch the audio or enjoy the video or the audio version. It's a one-stop shop. It's all in one place. The video is beautiful. Link in bio. Twitter, link in bio at Rise and Shine, RYEZSHYNE. Instagram, Taco Meat 05. Link in bio to the website. I mean, I'm not putting my my content up on my videos on Instagram. It's gonna, you should just go straight to the website and enjoy the content from there. It's available on like 10 different platforms. Any platform you want, baby. I love you guys. You enjoy the rest of your night. Adios.